Yeah. We back. Show just ended, and we doing what we do. This is episode 7. Yeah, I said that with Blackceezar. Ooh, y'all know how we get down. A lot of emails, comments, a little fun, music. Yeah, son. But anyway, what we got going on? What we go? Yeah, the joint just ended. We was trying to rock it out. It's weird, man, because I don't even know like what's supposed to happen, man. What's going on? And I don't want to be deep. I just want to get down and have some fun. But yeah, man, it's what they said. Jimmy Kimmel fired for the joke, and the joke wasn't about Charlie Kirk. It was about Trump. It was about Trump's dismissal of the question. Hey, how heartbroken are you about what happened with Charlie? How you feeling? How you holding up? That was the joint, right? How you holding up? I'm doing good. Hey, check this out, right? We over here. Y'all hear that? Y'all see that construction? We about to do a whole new ball. He pivoted. That's funny. It's funny on so many layers. Like, yo, y'all was out here talking how your heart and your heart broken, and the first big outing with the media, somebody in the cut goes, yo, how you feeling? How you holding up? I know that was your man's. Yeah, we go, hey, so check this out. Yeah, that's funny. How do you go, look, your freedom of speech, it's waning. They got rid of the late night show on CBS. They got rid of Jimmy Kimmel. They ain't gonna get rid of Jimmy Fallon. Jimmy Fallon don't do nothing. They might get rid of the Roots. That might happen. But Jimmy Fallon is too goofy. Like, Jimmy Fallon doesn't take a stand. Like, he's not I take a stand guy. That's not what he does. That's not his thing. That's not his forte. That's not his platform. That's not a thing that he practices. I ain't gonna say perfect. He definitely don't. He can't even perfect keeping a straight face. But anyway, that ain't the point. I just thought it was wild, man. Like, all of a sudden, all these dudes who came at your man's, DL Hughley better watch out. Well, I guess Trump don't listen to black radio. But yeah, if you part of the pop culture zeitgeist, he looking at you. He gunning. Man, look. Anyway, let's get into some questions and just have some fun, man. This one right here. Linda, what the dealio? Linda's question: do you do shows? Do you do parties? No, I don't. See how fast that was? No, I don't. Straight to the point. No, I do not. I'm going to tell you why. I like freedom. I like freedom. Power and Light District, Kansas City, KC Mo. We don't do KCKs over here. KC Mo, downtown, Power and Light District. To set it off and be like, yo, this is going to be the place to come to. They had Jazzy Jeff, DJ Jazzy Jeff, the magnificent DJ Jazzy Jeff. And at that time, I think Skills was his hype man, right? They were told not to have any hardcore East Coast hip hop. This dude's from Philly. Don't get it twisted. He does what he do. And if you look on YouTube, he has a set list. He has a thing where this is what they do. My issue with stuff like that is you brought out the big name to get the crowd coming, and then you told the big name, don't do you. That's, you know what I'm saying? I know this, and I'll say this, I don't want this to sound disrespectful. Wedding DJs, you do that with a wedding DJ. That's their thing. I'm a wedding DJ. I think apparently, from what I understand, wedding DJs have a bad rap. You play the music they want to hear, you get your money, you're out. That's your joint. That's, you know what I mean? Like, don't get it twisted. That's your joint. You call the magnificent DJ Jazzy Jeff to do your wedding. You should be like, yo, this is the song that we want to dance to. You know what I'm saying? This is the first song. This is the slow jam. Do you? And you don't think that he is going to make sure that he has the right party atmosphere joints while still doing Jazzy Jeff? You out your mind. You out your mind. That's what I'm talking about. That's my issue. So when people go, yo, you don't do, nah, son, because I don't want you putting the clamps on me. Like, nah. And with that being said, salute to Legal Crime Radio, because they allow me to do me. You know what I'm saying? I Wednesdays, I throw a lot of classics. I don't say the word old school. I throw classics, joints that from back in the day. That's my thing. Saturdays, every first Saturday of the month, it's all hip hop. Then, we do whatever. I think the third Saturday, it's foreign music. When I say foreign music, non-American artists. You know what I'm saying? So it's all over the world. Every second Wednesday is Woo Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? I think 4 times out the year on a Wednesday, I play slow jams. I get freedom. And I know I'm experimental. I'll throw some combinations out there. I go left. It's not going to always be joints that everybody knows. I'm an adventurous. From a listener's standpoint, my favorite DJs put me on to new music. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing cooler than listening to something and then all of a sudden this joint you've never heard before that's catching your ear. It's got you like, yo, what is this? You discovered a new artist. You discovered a new song. You want to now indulge and dive into what this artist is. Then that leads you to a whole bunch of artists that sound like, similar, have that same type of audience, and they're like, you know how that go. If you like this, check them out. That, you know what I mean? So I'm that kind of guy. When I was listening to mix shows as a kid, yeah, it was always dope to hear the B-sides and the remixes. That was it. That was to have that DJ boom you in the head with that. Mixtapes, the B-sides, the joints from the album, the joints that DJs, back when DJs were dropping mixtapes, and this is what they personally liked. I personally like this song. Boom. It was what that was. So yeah, I'll play some joints, of course, everybody know. Then I throw them joints on. It's like, ha, what y'all got about that? What y'all know about that? Y'all don't know nothing about that? No, y'all don't know nothing about that? Yeah. And I'm hoping they feel the same way I felt when I first heard some of this stuff. Which, by the way, I know they do. You know what I'm saying? I get the love. But that's my thing. I don't want to be told to just play a bunch of Taylor Swift, Rihanna, Drake, Beyonce, Jay-Z, Migos, Nicki Minaj, Cardi B. It's like, yo, there's so much music out there. I don't want to just have to find myself playing. That's going to bore me. You know what I mean? You ever go to, like, when you at a wedding and the wedding DJ, he might start off with the little sway, little two-step plans, and then there's another boy, he on his phone while his record's playing. He done tapped out. He like, this what y'all want to hear. I roll. Like, this what y'all want to hear? Yeah, your taste sucks. You know what I mean? I'm going to tell you something, too. Taylor Swift. I found myself on this weird rabbit hole. Quincy Jones, a few years before he died, went on this wild rant on all podcasts or interviews. Whoever was talking to Quincy Jones was getting an earful. He said the Beatles were trash. He said Prince and Michael Jackson was on drugs. He said Richard Pryor was bisexual. He said a whole bunch of stuff. And in all of that stuff, he said Taylor Swift sucks. Taylor Swift can't write songs. Taylor Swift's not a really good artist. She has great melodies. And the other day, I don't know how, I leave my hard drive on shuffle. And 2 to 3 Taylor Swift songs came in. Like a Taylor Swift song, 4 to 5 joints. A Taylor Swift song, then a Taylor Swift song. Few joints. Taylor Swift song. Few joints. Taylor Swift song. To the point I was like, oh my God. First and foremost, I didn't know I had that much Taylor Swift. Second of all, I see what Quincy means. Like, them bars are kind of mediocre, son. Them bars, like, you probably had to be a love-sprung teenager to really be like, oh my God, this is the greatest. And there's nothing wrong with that. What I'm saying is, once you get past the nostalgia fact that, oh my God, this was a good song for when it came out. Oh my God, I can't believe this is my song when I was in middle school. This was my song when I was in high school. You stop and really listen to the lyrics. I don't know what y'all talking about. Because I've heard people go, she's one of the best songwriters of our generation. Now, that I will probably give you. She probably is of her generation. Now, you get these other fools talking that, yo, she one of the best of all, one of the greatest of all time. Hold the horses. Bob Dylan, Smokey Robinson, Stevie Wonder. I'm just off top. You're not competing with them three. That's just off top. You're not competing with them three. Whoever was out here writing for the Isley Brothers, Paul Simon, you're not competing with that. I'm sorry, she ain't got bars competing with that. Drifting on the memory, there's no place I'd rather be than with you. Yeah. Taylor Swift ain't got nothing that's popping with that. I'm sorry. It's just Sam Cooke. She ain't got bars that's popping with that. I'm just saying. Lionel Richie. We're talking that 70s, 80s Lionel Richie. 70s, 80s Lionel Richie. You're not competing with that. I'm sorry. Prince. Not competing with that. You're not. Rick James in his prime. Not competing with that. You know what I'm saying? Axl Rose. Have y'all really, like, here's the thing. As a black person, we tend to go, I can't get past the loudness. Nah, son. Listen to the lyrics. You be like, oh, Kurt Cobain. Oh, these dudes is out here. Paul and John. George too, because George had to fight to get his joint. George used to have to fight. Like, son, I got songs too. Man, the game can't be all about y'all. Ringo, what you want to do? I'm just lucky to be here, son. I'm the prize of the Beatles. And he like, who's prize? Oh, my bad. I built the time machine. I'm just enjoying life. Hey, what y'all want me to do with these drums? Boom, chicka, boom, chicka, boom. Or no, don't do no. Just stick to a 1 and 3 or a 2 and 4. Okay, cool. All right, that's it. Ringo ain't care. George was like, nah, son. I know y'all supposed to be the geniuses in the room, but I got joints. Peep this. We might use it on like B-side or something. We ain't. Nah, son, this is official. Stop playing. I know y'all like this joint. I know you do. Give us a melody. Give it the melody. We'll put it on an album. Not this one. This one's almost wrapped up. We only did 2 songs. What you talking about? It's almost wrapped up. No, we got the rest of the songs in our head. Don't worry about it, dog. We got you, man. Next album. You know what I'm saying? George had to fight for his joints. But anyway. Yeah, Linda. It's yeah. I just like freedom. I'm a freedom person. I like to go with the flow. And I ain't gonna lie. If you listen to my joints, which I'm assuming you do if you're asking about the get down, you know there's times it don't work out because it's live. It's not pre-recorded. There's no it's live. And then there's times where the next joint might not have came in right, which is look. I know when I do it, and I hate when I do it. God knows I hate when I hear another DJ do it. I was listening to there was the Sway and Tech. Sway and Tech. No, not I don't know why I keep saying Sway and Tech. Old school hip hop head. Sway in the morning. They had a DJ. We went to pick up my kid, take him to the dentist from the college campus. And they had a DJ. And he was rocking. It was boom. All the music was in sync. The vibe was where it was. And without a fade, like here's the thing. If you do an echo chamber to go out, you do a fade out, you do a complete stop, then you do a drop, then you bring the next joint in, I'm okay with you. But when you go from, like the music is like, boom, clap, boom, clap, boom, boom, you know what I'm saying? Like the energy's up. That's the energy, right? And the next song is something totally different. Like this is how the DJ joint was. I'm like, whoa. You had like 7 high energy joints and then no, and tried to throw it in. I'm like, whoa, how did we slow? And me, I'm thinking maybe the mix was over. I'm looking, I'm like, so what's the name of this? Oh no, he's still in the mix. Because then it went through those 2 slow songs, then it went right back to high energy. I'm like, live, baby, it happens. Look, I can't even get mad, but it happens. But that's what I'm saying. When we was at the baseball joint, and Snoop was supposed to, I ain't gonna say was supposed, Snoop performed. The baseball people messed us up. Great American Ballpark told everybody you can sit wherever you want to sit. Y'all gonna all listen to this 360 experience. And it wasn't. It was old school. You better be in front of them speakers. Anyway, the DJ they had, I found out 2 to 3 things too. I don't know where you get your music from, but when he would go to certain songs, they were super low. Then there was other songs that were super loud. And it's like, oh. And my girl, so he was scratching, right? And she's listening to DJs. Like she was for like, especially during the pandemic, DJ Jazzy Jeff and D Nice was the joints that held the house down. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't Legal Crime Radio, it was them. And she's heard me do my thing. So there was a song. It was Gold Digger. Gold Digger Kanye West. Y'all know how that started off, right? That's it start off with the bass, right? That's the way it start off. This DJ had a scratch pattern. First of all, he had a scratch pattern, and the scratch pattern was like that don't match. My girl's ears have been perfected enough to know that's not that scratch won't the record, right? I'm like, no. No. It was supposed to be a bass. You were supposed to That's how it was supposed to. You was supposed to hit a doop in that. You heard it, like it was a word or a phrase or an effect. Then I'm like, whoa, what? Huh? What we? Huh? And he did that like a couple of times. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was like, where's you? He had like a snare snap, but then the bass would drop. Oh, matter of fact, that's the one. It was like bass drop. Dum, dum, dum. I'm like, hold on. You had a straight snare scratch. Then when you stopped, it was a vocal bass drop. Bro. Again, if there was any other DJs out there in the ballpark, everybody was like, how did you get this gig? Who do you know? This ain't good, bro. But anyway, but yes, Linda, I know. I don't. If you've listened to me on the show, if you've listened to me on these podcasts, you already know I will go somewhere else and try to come back. I'm coming back. I'm coming back now, Linda. Yes, I will never. I know yes sound like I was confirming, like, yeah, I would love to. No, out of here. Boot to foot. Then the foot and butt. Never be out here doing those shows and joints. I would love to if I could do it like I do it, but they don't want you to do it that way. So, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. Yeah. Anyway, to my man, Marcus. Marcus wants to know, what are we going to do about the new WWE pay-per-view stuff? It's not pay-per-view, by the way, Marcus. It's PLEs, Premium Live Events. Here's what I will say. We'll find out. We'll find out this weekend. You're going to find out. ESPN is going to find. WWE don't care. Let me say something. Because WWE and the NBA have both done this. They have messed around and have gotten millions to billions of dollars from different outlets. If it fails, both of those entities have already been paid. You got to wear that. The NBA, TNT, Peacock, not TNT, Peacock, ESPN, and Prime will have to wear whatever happens with the NBA for 11 years. Last year, they were trying their best to convince you the numbers were going up. They weren't. The tournament's inaugural outing did great. That was it. They going, oh, that's because the heavyweight names didn't win. That's not a thing. That's not a thing. Even this year, last year, Thunder won. Crickets. You heard that big pause? Yeah, that's how it was. The Thunder won. Crickets. There was no push, no advertisement, no like, yo, Thunder. The Thunder won, and you got a thud. It's that it wasn't even a good thunder. You ever be in like when the storm come and you thought it hurt, you thought you heard thunder. And if you driving, you thought you hit something like, doo. Did we run over something? When you in the house, doo. Something fall? Hey, you okay up there? Yeah, I'm good. Why? I thought something fell. Nah, son. That's how it was. It was a thud. It won't that thunder. The thunder, man, and finals MVP, season MVP, they win the championship. How? Are we not talk? How did we not talk about the Thunder the whole year? Right? These next 11 years are going to be hell for all parties involved, especially ESPN, which now, Marcus, brings me back to the WWE because they have two joints on their plate that they think they can get with. Because there's the other one, the WWE, their joints will be on ESPN. And you're asking people to pay for a streaming service that you get on cable. That's the part that they're trying to convince you makes sense, but it doesn't. Because then what they're saying is, oh, yeah, you get all the same stuff that you see on ESPN and ESPN2 and ESPN3 and whatever else ESPN has their hand in with the logo attached to it. Yeah, but you can also get other stuff like old episodes, or you can get the 30 for 30, which by the way streams on, if not Netflix, Disney Plus, and Hulu. Hulu won't be around anymore, so Disney Plus. But yeah, man, you could do this. Like, don't nobody like Stephen A. Smith that much. You know what I'm saying? That's what YouTube's for. That's what Adam Silver said. If you want to watch highlights, that's what YouTube's for. That's what social media is for. ESPN streaming service. Do you want to see that moment again? I don't need to pay $29, $39 a month to see that when I can just go to YouTube. I'm good, B. We're good. Yeah. And they said if you have cable or this or that and the third, YouTube or whatever, YouTube TV, and ESPN is there, yeah, you'll get some of those PLEs. But then there are the big ones, which I'm thinking is like the WrestleManias, Royal Rumble, SummerSlam. You got to pay an additional, you know what I'm saying? When I say additional, because now you have to pay for that streaming service because you might not want the joint. You're like, dude, I really don't want this. If y'all, it ain't nothing but ESPN. I got to pay to see it on streaming. And by the way, I don't want to just make it like it's WWE. AEW is having the same thing happen over there with them on HBO Max. Here's my issue. Peacock set the standard. You paid for your Peacock, and that was the dope bonus content for 5 years. You had Peacock, and they were like, oh, by the way, we have WWE live events, the PLEs, the WrestleManias, the Boom Boom Bips, all that for the price. And there was no extras. It was included. And you're like, word? So now it's like, oh, well, now that I got it, why don't I just check out some other stuff? Okay, there's a couple of cool original content joints. Poker Face, brilliant. I haven't finished. I think I only saw 2 episodes of the second season. My bad on that. But that first season, brilliant. What's another joint? The joint with the snakes, dope. There's a joint called The Jackal, dope. You know what I'm saying? So don't get it twisted. Then you get all of those movies that didn't do good, or they were in the theater. And if you knew Wicked, you know what I'm saying? It was like they made a big presentation for letting you know Wicked was coming to Peacock exclusively for about 2 to 3 months before it slid over there to Amazon, it didn't even like slide to Amazon, did it? I don't know. Point is, you knew that Megan and a couple of other joints. So it's like once you knew who the movie company was, Fast and the Furious, yeah, you're like, oh. All we got to do, that's if it's a Universal flick, is wait it out for a couple of months, because movies aren't even in the theaters but like 2 months. By month 4, by the 4th month of its existence, and after, you know what I'm saying, actively for the public's consumption, it's going to be on the joint unless it did terrible. So yeah, I just got to wait this out. While I'm waiting this out, not only did Peacock have the PLEs, but they had the back catalog. You know what I'm saying? I was out here watching old WCW, loving it, realizing I didn't realize a lot of stuff was going on. Like, I forgot about Barbarian and the Warlord. I forgot about Jimmy Valiant. I'm the Boogie Woogie Man. And I'm just like, dude, the Boogie... Watching the Boogie Woogie Man is crazy, son. It is... I forgot how a blonde-haired Ron Simmons looks like a well-built, in shape, gangster bully version of the great songwriter. By the way, another great songwriter, Paul Williams. Yeah, look up Paul Williams, and then you look at Ron. I mean, not Ron. Yeah, Ron. Not Ron Simmons. Ronnie Garvin. I said Ron Simmons this whole time too. Ronnie Garvin. Yeah, you look at Ronnie Garvin and you look at Paul Williams, they look alike. A little bit. I forgot about Jimmy Garvin. I forgot about Precious, who was rocking with Jimmy Garvin. I forgot about a lot of joints, son. But what I didn't forget about was them Four Horsemen interviews. Like, I'm like, yo, Marcus, I'm a sidetrack for a minute, bro. I look at those old Superstation WCW joints, 605. 605 on a Saturday. If you don't know what I'm talking about, oh my God. I look at them joints. There is, and it's not just the Four Horsemen, the Road Warriors, Jim Cornette. What's the dude who was with Warrior and Barbarian? He had the general suit on. I don't know a lot of these dudes' names. I'm not a wrestler, purist, or historian like that. The bald head dude who I thought was black, but like listening to a Jim Cornette joint, I realized was a white dude. I'm like, what? Dusty Rhodes, Magnum T.I., Nikita Koloff. Who else? Like, you have no idea. Barry Windham. These dudes could talk. Ron Garvin literally, again, was like a bully. He just talked like he beat people up all day. Matter of fact, a Ron Garvin regular match went through 2 commercial breaks. I'm for real. They be like, and we'll be back. Ron, and he was toying with these dudes. He would just do some of the most wildest, bulliest stuff. He just got his fingers in their nose. He rubbing their face in the mat. He kicking them. He got his boot on their face. Then he put them in. Then he'll put them in a lock and have it on his dude for like 2 to 3 minutes. Just like the crowd is bored. And I'm like, dude, how did I not remember this? Then I'm like, I was a kid. I probably was like, oh, this seems like this is it. And started doing other stuff. Like, once I heard the 1, 2, 3, bling, ding, ding, and Ronnie Garvin's your winner, I came back around the corner. I was like, I guess I'll watch the rest of this now. Because, yeah, I was like, there's no way I was watching this whole match while this dude is just dismantling this dude body part after body part. I'm going to do this to your fingers. Then I'm going to do this to your toes. I'm going to do this to your leg. Now I'm going to put my finger in your nose. It wasn't supposed to rhyme like that, but it did. Hey, I'm just like, I never knew how wild this dude, like, this is a psychopath, man. Like, why? You could have just got, and there's a couple of joints where it looked like he should have just won. And now that I'm a grown man and I listen to a lot of these wrestling podcasts, you realize a lot of these dudes They were jobbers. But not only were they jobbers, it's like, yo, this might be my only time on TV. I'm going to put up a fight. I ain't going to just let you do me like that. So now you the big dog, you the star, and you got this dude not, and I don't want to speak wrestling terms because I'm not a wrestler. So he's not giving way. He's not letting it be known that you that dude. So he bucking up a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, I saw the Road Warriors do because there was a time, again, Marcus, forgive me. The Road Warriors were the first versions of Bill Goldberg. You know what I'm saying? If for anybody listening that remembers Bill Goldberg's height, Bill Goldberg would come in the ring, spear you, get up out of there. That was it. The Road Warriors music hadn't even stopped. They slide in the ring, run them dudes to the ropes, blah, blah. One dude rolls out the ring like, I ain't messing around with this. Y'all gonna do that. Y'all gonna do that crazy move to son. I don't know what we had in our head, who was gonna do what, but you gonna do that to him. I'm out the ring, B. I'm hurt. Ugh. He like, yo, he just bent over, looking up like, oh shit. They about to do it. Ah! Hey, cause now they done messed around and put the other dude up on him. So I think it's like, who showed is it? Hawk is the taller one, right? No, yeah, Hawk is taller, but I think it was Animal. I think Animal put you up on the shoulders, and Hawk would just clothesline you. But the force and these clotheslines, like, dude, cause they ain't even lightening you down. He just flops you back. Boom. Like, dude ain't holding you a little bit. Boom. You might really be concussed when you hit the joint, and they just spin you. And then he got the CPR joint on your chest. Got his tongue all out. Dude, hey, this is how real this joint used to be. They'd get out the ring. It'd be like 2 or 3 other people getting in the ring to get the guy out. I don't know if that's for visual effects, but yo, that was hey, boy, watching it, yo, and that's what the catalog did. Like, Peacock had all this up in that joint, right? And that's what I would do. I'd watch a month of what WCW was doing, and then I'd go to that same month for the WWF. It wasn't the E back then, so we keeping it a buck. F. And I'm like, I don't know, son. I don't I don't know. I don't know how y'all was really out here watching this cartoony stuff right here. This is very, and there's no way you gonna tell me, maybe, Piper and maybe Macho Man could compete with what WCW was doing on the mic. Hulk Hogan, rest in peace, trash. Coco Beware, garbage. Honky Tonk Man, triple garbage. Yeah, nah. Nah, son, nah. There's no way you telling me that these dudes back then, and we talking in like 86, 87, 88, is competing with the WCW in 86, 87, 88 as wrestlers and talkers. Nah, son, nah. They weren't on the same, and it looked realer for the Superstation joint because you could see it was a little studio. And then we do wrestling right in front of him, and he talking smack. So you know your man's is hearing him. So then he looking at him while he got somebody in a move like, yo, son, this for you. Blah. The wrestler that he doing this to is like, come on, man. My mama watching. A couple of my high school homies is watching. Why you got to do me like this? Nah, nah. Ric Flair want to talk that smack. Hold on. I'm about to put you in this crazy move, right? God dang, man. Come on, man. I got a pee too. I thought this was gonna be a quick in and out. Nah, I gotta show off real quick. Woo, woo, woo. Blah, blah, blah. He done peed on himself. Ah, dang it, dog. You done. I told you I had to go to the bathroom. Why you gonna do that on my stomach? Oh. You can see the kids in the background pointing like, I think he peed on himself. Hey, Ric Flair still talking smack. He done came out the jacket. He unbuckling the cuffs. He unbuttoning the shirt. Woo! Let me tell you something. Hey, boy. Yeah, that's a good move. You won't do it to me. How about this one? Come on, dog. Why we playing like this? Blah, blah, blah. This is that bullshit. Come on, man. Pin me. Ref, tell him pin me. We got all the time in the world. This is a 2-hour show, son. They building up the frustration. They getting the energy right. And I'm just supposed to take this. I can't do nothing back. I wouldn't if I was you. Hey, busting these dudes all upside the head with the forearms. Looking at Ric Flair the whole time, like, and Ric Flair just like, huh? That's all you got? No, come on, man. Hey, he acting like this to him. Man, hey. Get in the locker room. I'm pretty sure they be like, Ric Flair's like, my bad, dog. I heard you peed on yourself. I got you. I got like 6 groupies. I can only handle 3 at a time. How about you pick one of the ones I'm not with? And we be good. Dude, I got a wife and kids. I'm Ric Flair. I think I'm married 2 times. I got 2 wives somewhere. What we talking about? Wives? Hey, them joints was crazy. And it would be wild, right? Because then they be talking and then they just walk up to the ring and get in the ring and get it popping. Dude, WWE won't built like that. Nah. I mean, don't get it twisted. You can see the production value is galaxies beyond WCW. Galaxies, not like miles and leaps and bounds and shoulders. No. Galaxies beyond. The color pops. The way they talk moves different. The way the stuff comes up on the screen moves different. Everything moved different. WCW just felt real. And Marcus, I don't even know how old you are, Marcus, but if you ain't never seen WCW, yeah, please go to Peacock, pull up some WCW Superstation stuff, and especially like and just listen to the 4 Horsemen, listen to Jim Cornette. Even today, there's dudes today that don't sound as convincing as them dudes. Yo. Anyway. But yeah, I think ESPN is going to be in trouble. Because I think ESPN signed a 5-year deal with WWE. So yeah, there's going to be a tough 5 years. Because I've already seen people go, yo, I'm pirating that joint, son. I ain't forget ESPN. Like, ESPN was really acting like they had a gang of joints to offer the masses. They're like, yeah, you can watch soccer. Like, dude, soccer don't get no ratings. What are you talking about? You know what I mean? Anyway, Marcus, thank you. Marcus got me out here wanting to go watch wrestling for the rest of the night. Boy, just be out here just... I'm telling you, Marcus, you go watch Ron Garvin, not Ron Simmons. Ron Simmons, salute. They even had the match where Ron Simmons beats Vader to get the title, which word has it, Ric Flair wanted to be the guy who dropped, but Ric Flair, they didn't want Ric Flair around. Whoever was running stuff. Again, I'm not a wrestler uh, dude like that, but they was whoever was running the joint ran a lot of them dudes off. So it is what it is. It's crazy though. They had Two Cold Scorpio had the illest had the illest commercial joints. He be at the basketball court. Hey, what you gonna do? No, it was everywhere he went, but the one joint with the school. What happened? We missed the bus. So what y'all gonna do? I don't know how we gonna get there. We gonna get in your car? He gets out of car. He gets out a limo joint. He got these two broads like they Oaktown 357 because he dancing. He like, nah, we gonna step. So they do the Running Man. The Running Man dance to school. Thanks, Too Cold. Boom, to the cold, to the cold, to go. Too Cold. Hold on. Too Cold Scorpio. I don't know. Hey, man. Yeah, look. Today's youth ain't got nothing. They don't know nothing about that. That yeet, that's cool. Don't get it twisted. That yeet, dope. And all that singing with all these songs, that's all dope too. But that, as much as, and I'm laughing because in hindsight, I see why my peoples would watch us watching this and be like, so he just said, forget the car and did the Running Man to school with these kids. I understand. I understand there why my people was like, alright. Like, yo, because it won't number like 4 kids. Like, hey, get in the limo, man. I got y'all. Nah, he was like, we gonna step. We gonna yeah, Marcus. I'm tripping. Hey, we about to play some music, get into some music, and just have some fun. Yeah. I don't even know what we're gonna play, man. I'm just bugging. I'm really out here. I wish I had the Too Cold Scorpio joint. I'd play that. But that joint, oh my God. We're gonna do some more questions. Maybe 2 more, 1 or 2 more after this. But we're gonna definitely get down and jam a little bit, play some music. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, just have some fun, man. You know what I mean? So Spotify, YouTube, all of y'all, we about to get ready to dip on y'all and come back later. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3. And we're back. Yeah. Y'all don't know, man. We was out here playing some Stevie Wonder, Taylor Swift. It sound like a joke, but I'm dead serious. Charles Bradley, rest in peace. Yeah. I don't know what we couple more questions and we'll get up out of here. Sit down and listen to some slow jams on Legal Crime Radio. Man. Thank y'all for messaging. Thank y'all for leaving messages and emails and stuff. I haven't seen any comments on any of the joints. And the few I have seen, you know what I'm saying, it's old joints. And I might even pull them out the cut and answer them too. But yeah. Thank y'all for rocking, man. Thank y'all for engaging. Because here's the thing. I'm not saying nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not putting down anything that I say that seems like it's disrespectful. It's my perspective. That's not my view. I'm not doing it for the sake of it. You know what I mean? Like, because when you go to some of these pages or you listen to some of these people, they say some of the most outlandish stuff for engagement. Sometimes your opinion, like, and I say this a lot. That's why, like, when people go, yo, you don't try to, because I don't want hot takes. People say that. Like, I've been asked to jump on somebody else's joint. They be like, yo, son, I would love to get your hot take on it. And that word automatically makes me go, I'm good. Because hot takes to me, it sounds like this is the joint we're going to put out there to get the people to engage with. If you can't just engage from giving your opinion, there's a problem. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have to be vile and venomous and come off disrespectful or say something that is totally, I know, counterculture purposely. You know what I'm saying? For no other reason than to have people go, what? Oh, dog, you crazy. Hold my beer. Let me talk to this man for a minute. That's stupid. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of stuff I say, first of all, a lot of it isn't popular. But as I explain it, at least you see where I'm coming from. And if you do have a reply to it, at least that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like this question I got here from the names been deleted. But I multiple times have found myself defending the MCU. I've multiple times. And I mean that when I defend it. The Marvels was not a bad movie. Ms. Marvel as a show, it was childish, but that's a child. So where are we gonna go for that? You know what I mean? Wanda, Scarlet Witch movie. Yeah, son. Like, a lot of this stuff isn't really bad. Echo. Here's the thing about Echo. Echo didn't get the Daredevil treatment. You know what I'm saying? Echo should have been what Daredevil was. Like, it should have been on that level where it got really graphic and it was really that. It was kind of like their experiment on so many levels. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying all of this because, like I said, the guy or female, but I'm assuming a guy. I'm assuming a guy. The joint is deleted. The name is deleted, but the question is still there. And the question is, why do you continuously defend the MCU? Are you about that woke life? You know what I'm saying? That's the question. Are you woke too? And I'm like, nah. I'm just not anti-female. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you not? I'm trying to find a nice way to say this. Alien today does not become alien because dudes are so anti-female hero. The Alien franchise would not be allowed to exist for about 40 years. Not good, by the way, like, because the Alien franchise is in deep trouble. That's not the point. That franchise doesn't get off the ground without Sigourney Weaver. That movie with her in all of its, that movie, shot for shot, dialogue, all that, her flops today. Flops last year. Flops the year before last. The year before that. It flops. Terminator. Sarah Connor is the hero. Do you understand the psyche, the breakdown, the BS you'd see on YouTube and all of these other things? She was nothing more than whatever. I don't even remember what Sarah Connor's job was. She's at the bar, reluctantly trying to get away, doesn't want anything to do with this situation, and at the end becomes apparently the franchise's biggest badass. That makes no sense. Boo to you. That's woke. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. She was told what the future was. Her whole mentality was, oh snap, I'm about to have this baby. I got to figure out what I need to do to protect my child. And that's what I'm going to do. She becomes the ultimate. Off top. Off top. Y'all know what I'm saying? That movie, again, shot for shot, dialogue, everybody, you put that joint out today, flops. Halloween 2, flops. You know what I'm saying? We are in a weird space where dudes are just like anti-female, but not understanding a good portion of our movies ran by the females. Game of Thrones wouldn't exist today because they're already hating on the prequel. Man, there's a lot of old females joints. What do you think the joint that you watched for like 8-10 years? Your whole joint was, I want to see the Dragon Queen get her joint back until that last season when she totally became something else. And yeah, that's a whole debacle. And I want to see Cersei's get hers in the end. Who's going to stop this chick? I want to see these two. Like, you remember when they faced off and she was talking to him and she was just like, hey, there's only 2 dragons. I think something happened to the other dragon. That means they can be killed. Girl, forget you. Whatever. That was the vibe, right? It was magnificent. You do that joint today, boo, all this wokeness, and incest. Who really out here having sex with this midget like that, son? What's up with all of these witches and stuff, man? Boo. Arya out here killing the White Walker King dude. Boo. And when it happened, we was out of our minds, son. Like, yo, do that today. Boo. For real, son. I rose from everybody. We're different now. I don't know. And I don't know what happened. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't tell you what happened. And the thing about it is, all these characters I threw out there are characters that organically became that. You know what I'm saying? Aliens. It became one of those things where she was one of the last ones and it wasn't. And the director, the writer, they made a conscious effort that, oh no, this isn't going to be a scream queen. She gonna handle business. Boom. Terminator is technically a horror flick, a thriller, a chase film. They kill the joint and she realizes to protect her child, she can't keep running. She got to be prepared. Boom. She becomes that thing. Cersei wanted power off top. Off top. She basically was on that joint that the prequel joint is all about. Like, yo, we need a woman king. I'm gonna handle this. She wanted to be that. Off top. Shorty wanted her kingdom back. Like, yo, this was all ours at first. This was the Targaryens at first. We coming back for this. We about to take this back. We watched their adventures, son. And everybody else's joints too. But let's keep it a buck. Then you had Arya, the youngest, who was already on tomboy mode, become this massive threat. What are we talking? Now all of a sudden we hate powerful female leads. We don't want that. That's my joint. My joint is that. I don't know how we got there. And nobody can tell you. Because then they go, because I'm just saying, everything is all woke now. It's like they make it that way. Like, I'm lost, B. What are you saying? You know what I'm saying? And then they got to bring everybody gay in or somebody's trans in. I'm like, okay. Again, y'all act like this is brand new. You know what I'm saying? Y'all act like this is brand new. Is that what it is? Some of these people have never been exposed to homosexuals, transsexuals, pansexuals, cansexuals. Can I have sex? Who wants to have sex? I need sex. Those people. Is that what it is? You know what I'm saying? You never really engaged with somebody in conversation. I ain't talking about sex. I'm just saying a conversation. Like you ain't never just talked to somebody and been like, oh, word, and kept it pushing. These dudes, and it's most of the time it's dudes. And when I see females ride with it, it's females trying to curry favor with these dudes. Cause the stuff they say it's like, I don't know what the female version of cooning is, but yeah. When I see chicks say some of the stuff they say, and then I'm thinking to myself, but you're a strong-minded, intelligent woman yourself. This dude that you're totally agreeing with, that's what he doesn't like. So you're only cool with him right now because you agree with him. The day, the point, the second, the moment that you go, well, I think such and such and such, and start independently bringing that independent thought to the table, you changed. You must be woke too. Yeah, that's why I'm lost on that. Claire Huxtable would not survive today. What was it? Ally McBeal won't survive today. Murphy Brown won't survive today. Roseanne won't survive today. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Do you know what I'm saying? We're in a weird space. Alexis Carrington would not survive today. The Golden Girl, Designer Women, Living Single, Girlfriend, any Sex in the City, any show where it's 4 groups of independent women will not survive today. I'm sorry. Let's just keep it real. It won't. Will and Grace won't survive today. You know what I'm saying? It won't. That's not an opinion. That is an actual fact. You know what I'm saying? Any joint, what's the joint? Madam President joint from CBS a few years ago? It ain't making it today. These dudes who, again, in my mind, are coochie-less. These are dudes that you know ain't getting nothing. I don't know. They have high, and these are dudes that got high. I want a chick to look like this, and this she got to be like that. Like, okay, she's everything you asking for. Holla at her. I wouldn't know what to say. Then shut up. Sit down. Get out of here, yo. I wouldn't know what to say. And then when they do say something, they don't say something stupid. Would you like to be my slave? Sex slave. Surrender to me. Would you, subordinate? No. What? Who are you? She asked my name. No, I didn't. That was rhetorical. Back it up. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know, man. And I feel like these are cowards because they'll talk that talk and be like, yeah. Because it's always the people who have something up against with the woke, or they try to make little jabs about the race and this and that. Then their accounts deleted, but the question is still there. You're cowards. You know what I'm saying? You're the people who make whispers from a distance. You know what I'm saying? But you talk tough, but you whisper from a distance. You know what I'm saying? These are the dudes who are weekend rebels who go to other cities for the weekend with the face all masked up. You know what I'm saying? White power fist in the air. Psh, come on, dog. Y'all ain't built like that. These the brothers who be like, yeah, man, I made all this money to get this woman who just surrendered to me. But then realize the chicks that they get are the gold diggers. And for the first couple of months, that's cool. But what you don't realize is gold diggers are lusting for money. They don't really care about the time. But the longer you're gone, that's when the party begins. Oh, he took a whole week trip to do something. Freak off. That's what that is. Y'all don't get that. You know what I'm saying? These dudes don't. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I'm like, it makes, when I see dudes talk about how they want a female, I wonder, who is their mom? What does their mom? Is it their mom is too strong-willed and too opinionated and too verbally aggressive, or maybe just aggressive, moves in a manner that they deem masculine, that they're like, I want the total opposite. I don't know. But it has to be something. And it's that sometimes I think that something starts at home. Or maybe they have seen that kind of relationship where mom is just, she cleans up, she cooks. Hey, honey, hey, kids. Oh, my God. Yeah, maybe. And then when he goes to school, he see what he see. And he's like, yeah, none of these girls are going to be like my mama. I don't know. But when I hear people say, I don't watch these movies because it's woke, I feel weird. Because woke to me is like, oh, you don't want to see females be strong. You know what I'm saying? They're trying their best to move females and minorities from high positions in the military. And why? That's a spot that's earned. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking about? But anyway, blank man. I'm not even gonna do another question, man. I'm a little lost on that. I'm perplexed. Perplexed. Yes, that's a word. I'm gonna use it. I'm that. Yeah, these are the same. By the way, these are the same dudes who talking that woke used to beat they meat to like Star Wars and comic book characters. Yeah. Ooh, Spider-Gwen. Her outfit was too tight. Catgirl. the Harley Quinn that they made with the big breasts and the fatty. I don't want to read these woke magazines, these woke comics. I'll look at it though. Smelling the pages. I'm sorry. I just feel like I feel like they weirdos, dog. They weirdos. Cause you never see any of these dudes when they talk, when like even on YouTube, when these dudes would talk that ruckus and all that old and they just rambling on about wokeness, they never say, and I turned to my wife or I turned to my girlfriend, I looked at my daughters. These are dudes who ain't got nobody. It's pent up frustration, dog. Get you a woman and you'll be fine. You understand the power of a woman. The power of a woman. Women will look. Boy, what Oaktown 357 say? Juicy, got 'em crazy. 1, 2, 3, pop it, pop it. Juicy. Hey, boy, look. Many of men have given up their whole checks. There's dudes out here right now that saw a homeless broad who looked good with a fatty, like dog, and treated it like it was a pet, like a stray dog. All I gotta do is take her home and wash her up. She'll be so grateful she'll give me some. That's their power. No, let me take that back. Every female. That's every female's power. Some females choose not to go that route. You know what I'm saying? Which then makes the brides who do look at the other chicks like, girl, you got a job? Yeah. And you got a man? Yeah. Girl, your coochie broke. Your coochie must not work. You ain't supposed to be working if you got a coochie. You a real woman, right? Yes. Get menstrual cycles and all that. No. Nah, your coochie go. I don't know. You might have to find like a coochie mechanic that fits your joint. You ain't supposed to be working. You supposed to just be able to be spoiled. I went to college. You went to college. Ugh. And you educated? Yeah, your coochie really broke. Hey, that's what I'm like. These dudes have not felt the power of a woman. They've never been seduced by a woman. They never had a shorty just head on the chest, eye contact, and they whisper in your ear, and you're like, oh dang, huh? You don't even know what they said. Maybe we should go get a hotel. I don't know what you said, but yes. She could have asked for a dime you got in the bank. You said yes. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's all. Like the power. That's what the thing. These brothers have not felt the power of a and be talking to women on their shows who got boyfriends. So you'll never get that power. Yeah, me and my boyfriend, we was under me and my husband. She's talking about her husband, dog. Wait, wife, girlfriend. I've never been in a relationship. That's what it is. Told you. He ain't felt no power. I'm sorry. I'm gonna get ready to get up out of here, man. Get back and listen to this music. Cause at some point it stops being independent artists, and then it starts being like signed artists, popular artists. And I didn't know that till a couple of weeks ago after doing this. And I'm listening back to it, and I'm liking everything. And then I went to Legal Crime Radio, and I heard Mary J, and then I heard 702, and I heard Anthony Hamilton. I'm like, hold on, what happened to all the independent artists? Oh, okay. I still want to go back and be able to listen to a lot of these independent artists, because independent artists deserve to be listen to. If you have the chance and the opportunity, I'm not saying everybody, because everybody's not good, but when you find dope independent artists, support, listen to them, get their numbers up. If they selling music, buy it. If they're selling merch, buy it. Support. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, Legal Crime Radio is where you can find me doing my thing on Saturdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, on Wednesdays 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. What else I gotta say? Oh, we gotta do the outro. Emails, comments, y'all know how to get at me. If you see the description, it says it in the description. Yeah, that's it. So we gotta go out the way we go out everywhere. Everywhere. They say you only live once. That's a lie. You only die once. So anytime that your God allows you to get out here and continue your journey, please show the world the best version of you. Y'all be safe. Peace.
This is a Soul of Art presentation.